YouTube, capital G here, giving you guys a quick update when it comes to the COVID-19, aka the Crush Card virus. It is disrupting everything in the Yu-Gi-Oh community as far as events in the TCG. You guys all know about this. This is the third video I've made on this topic, but the reason that I'm making this video is because this is a fluidly moving situation. I'm not trying to fearmonger at all, but it is a worldwide pandemic, and obviously it seems like every single day there's another batch of events that are being canceled, that are being postponed, and this time it's got players absolutely furious. I don't know if you guys knew about this, but there was going to be a YCS happening this weekend, the 225th YCS in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, which was obviously going to be pretty huge. These events in South America, if you guys have not noticed over like the last couple of years, have really been picking up steam. I mean, the South American boys have been absolutely showing out, and some of their attendance numbers have been incredible. I actually feel like they're going to get way more YCS because their numbers have been so just overwhelming. But this event, guys, is not going to happen. Konami at the last minute just put out this press release, and when I say last minute, I'm talking about this has come out within like the last 30 minutes. Well, I guess it depends on when you guys watch this video, but this has basically just come out, and it is the official announcement that YCS Rio de Janeiro, it has been canceled. And the interesting thing is, when you talk about YCS Charlotte or other regional events, Konami has often used the word postponed. So they've officially used the word canceled here, and that's really interesting because it makes me wonder if they plan on, having this event at a later time. Now, my personal prediction, just me knowing Konami and obviously playing the game such a long time, I believe what is going to happen, and I said this before, I don't think any of these events, any of these premier events that are going on or that are scheduled for March and April, maybe into May, I don't think any of these events in Europe and North America, especially because that's where the Crush Card virus is definitely having a major toll. Obviously Asia as well, but that's the OCG, so I'm not going to talk about that. But I said in yesterday's video, I don't think any of these events are going to actually happen. I think that Konami is going to push a lot of these events back. Regionals, maybe we'll see. I don't think regionals are quite as important, but the 225th YCS, that's obviously a pretty big deal. YCS Charlotte, same thing. Supposed to be the last YCS of Master Rule 4, obviously not going to be now, but I believe what Konami is going to do, because I don't think that they're going to push these back into like May, June, or July, because generally that's when World Season is kind of ramping up, National Season as a lot of people call it. Essentially, the summer of Yu-Gi-Oh, or the summer for Yu-Gi-Oh, is basically about Worlds and Nationals. Those are the events that worldwide happen every single year. We all come together for the Yu-Gi-Oh World Championship. Nationals is how you end up getting there, and I don't think that Konami wants to disrupt that. It makes way more sense, in my opinion, to throw all of these events back into the fall or to the early winter. I mean, you could even push these back to December, and I don't think that anybody would really be all that upset. But the reason that a lot of people are furious with this announcement specifically is because this event, guys, was supposed to happen in less than, well, basically 12 hours from now. I mean, as I'm shooting this video, it's about 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. This event was supposed to happen tomorrow morning. I mean, seriously, if you haven't read this, you could be in Brazil right now. Maybe you came from another South American country, be asleep in your hotel, wake up, go to the convention center or wherever this event is being held, and show up and find out, nope, there's no Yu-Gi-Oh being played. And there's, apparently been sightings of players like Rafael Nevin and other players like Jesse Cotton who are already at Rio de Janeiro, already in Brazil. I believe that it was House of Champs John Moore who said Billy Break, who obviously works with Konami, he's already in the country, so Konami's staff is there, everyone's there, and then right at the very last second, Konami's like, nope, guys, this event is not going to happen. At least a little bit of solace when it came to YCS Charlotte is that they did give at least over 2 weeks of notice so people could, adjust accordingly. And if you had already bought airline tickets, I'm pretty sure at this point you can get a refund, because believe me, as bad as the airline industry is doing right now, the last thing they need is like more disgruntled customers. So I don't think that they want to fight that battle. Anyways, also YCS Hartford. And to me, I don't understand why Konami didn't just announce this when they announced Charlotte. It seemed pretty obvious this event was not going to happen. And I just didn't think that this event was going to happen on schedule. It just didn't really make any sense for Konami to try to force this event to happen, especially when the government in Connecticut has already stepped in and been like, nah, y'all can't all congregate. And Konami can never anticipate how many people are going to show up to any given YCS. But YCS Hartford, Connecticut, guys, if you were planning to go to this event as well, you need to make adjustments, because it's not going to happen as scheduled, as I've said before. I believe that these events are probably going to happen in September, November. Maybe the earliest would be, I don't think it's going to be August. I think the earliest is going to be September. And then the last thing I want to talk about, and why I will not recklessly speculate about the COVID-19, the crush card virus, I will recklessly speculate on this. So what you guys are looking at is a promotional registration banner from the 225th YCS in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. As I said, there are players who are actually at this event. There are people in Brazil chilling, waiting to play some Yu-Gi-Oh!, which obviously is not going to happen. And guess who we have right here on the banner, guys? We have Masterpiece, the true Draco Slaying King, which you guys obviously know is currently a banned card. Now ask yourself this question: why would Konami go out of their way to pick a banned card specifically, unless maybe they were trying to generate a little bit of hype around this card and then they were going to unban it with the next FNL list? Obviously, Konami knows thousands upon thousands of players are going to see these registration banners, and maybe they're going to be like, wait, why would you guys pick a banned card? Because does it really make sense? You could pick over, 10,000 cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, and you pick this card out of all of them, a card that has been banned for probably like a year and a half now, maybe like a couple of years. I kind of find this to be suspicious. If you want to take a quality look or an equality approach about it, we know True Draco suffered two ban list hits. I mean, even if you don't want to consider Card of Demise a direct ban list hit to True Draco, which I would argue it definitely is, Dragonic Diagram was 100% a hit to the archetype. I believe that if Konami put this to 1, I think it would probably get a lot of the True Draco players a lot more excited about this upcoming format in Master Rule 5. And also, I mean, it's not like True Draco really benefits from Master Rule 5, so maybe that might be another reason Konami would consider bringing this card back, because they're like, hey, it's not like you guys are actually going to get a boost from Master Rule 5 because you don't play extra deck cards. We never gave you guys extra deck cards. So let the reckless speculation begin. Is Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King, going to come off the ban list? If not, why would Konami go out of their way to put it on this display? And yes, this actually is legitimate. Anyways, whatever you guys think about any of this craziness, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.